It's almost Christmas, right? Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Michael from The Market Vibe, and welcome back to the Market Vibe channel, where we give you videos about digital marketing, social media marketing to help your business in 5 minutes or less. So you guys, I know we talked about wisdom, but I really want to talk about Clubhouse because Clubhouse holds a special place in our heart. It was the first social audio app that we got on. It helped us build a huge side business on top of the business that we already have. So we want to talk about this series, this 3-part series about Clubhouse and how you can use it to network and grow your business. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is making sure to create your profile for searchability. So what do I mean by that? Well, the nice thing about Clubhouse as opposed to Wisdom is Clubhouse has a really great searchability. So you can search by people, by usernames, by rooms, by titles of rooms. So you can search a lot of different things. And so you want to build a profile that's searchable. And so what do I mean by that? Emojis are searchable. So you want to use those in your profile. Your @ handle is searchable. So if you notice, ours is @socialmediatip. So anybody who searches social media in the toolbar, we come up actually as the 4th option on Clubhouse. Think about how powerful that is if someone's searching for social media. Things like your room title, the description of your rooms. So when you're building your Clubhouse profile, really think about SEO and searchability when you're building things like your room title, your profile, and using emojis. The second thing I'm going to talk about, and this has been talked about for years on social media, is don't do follow for follow. But I'm not just going to tell you to do that, I'm going to tell you why. Now, the reason is because Clubhouse, Wisdom, all of these different social audio platforms, they curate your feed in your hallway based on the people that you follow. And so while it sounds nice to grow a huge following, what you're left with is a huge feed that's just clogged with rooms you're not interested in, people that are off topic, not your niche. And so really think about who you're following, especially on apps like Clubhouse. When you hear follow all of the mods, don't just blindly do it. We did that, and I can speak from experience. We had to go and delete hundreds of people off our following. So really think about and be strategic about who you're following on these social audio apps, especially Clubhouse. The third thing I want to talk to you guys about is just really how to support others. Now, unlike Wisdom, where you can just go into someone's talk and it's a one-on-one conversation, Clubhouse is a little bit different. It's more of like a group setting. So the way to support others really is to just, at first raise your hand, get up on stage, ask questions, introduce yourself. But over time, it just becomes popping into people's rooms. You don't necessarily have to go up and speak. Sometimes we'll just go up and say, hey, we're just listening in the background, and then we'll drop ourselves back down to the audience. But it doesn't have to be these huge gestures. It can simply just be popping into other people's rooms for 5 to 10 minutes, just saying, hey, maybe answering a question or two. But you do want to go to other people's rooms and show them love and support so that when you turn around and open your rooms, people come to your rooms as well. Which leads us into the 4th thing, which is running your own talks. And so running your own talks is really, really important. Like we just talked about supporting others. If you don't support others, when you go to start your talks, there won't be a lot of people there. And so that's why I suggest at first, when you're kind of growing your room, growing your club, if you start one, really have 2 other, maybe 3 other mods that you get that'll come in with you, that'll be scheduled to be there, that they say, hey, I can, schedule a half hour to be there. That way you don't have to sit there and talk to yourself while the room is slow. They can be pinging people in, which allows you to grow your room a little bit bigger, which will push it to the top of the algorithm more. So you definitely want to have those 2 to 3 extra people when you start your talks at the beginning, because it can be really lonely on stage if you're the only person up there. And then the 5th thing, and this is really, really important, is having boundaries. I say this kind of laughing because when we got on Clubhouse, we had 0 boundaries. We were on there literally 24/7 for probably 2 or 3 months straight. But really set aside time in your schedule and have boundaries. We burned ourselves out, and we still burn ourselves out on apps like Clubhouse and Wisdom. And so really figure out a schedule that works for you. Maybe it's every day for a half hour. Maybe it's not every day. Maybe it's 2 times a week for 2 hours. You just have to figure out what works for you. And really the best way to do that is take a week and just really figure out how to use the app, figure out how much you like it, what time works best for you, and then make sure when you're going forward to definitely schedule that and time block that into your calendar, or else what'll happen is what happened to us, where you just kind of let it overtake your life. All right, you guys, so I want to break down the 5 things that we talked about if you're thinking about starting your Clubhouse bio or Clubhouse profile, and you want to grow on Clubhouse. So the first thing is obviously build your profile for searchability. Clubhouse has some of the best searchability out of any social audio platform, so you definitely want to take advantage of that. The second thing you want to make sure is don't do follow for follow. Really follow people that you're either going to learn from, or they're in your specific niche, or that you're thinking about networking and collaborating with. The third thing, and probably the first thing you should do, is make sure to support others. Before you ever start talks of your own, you're going to want to support other people, learn how the app works, network with people, so that way when you turn around and do thing number 4, which is start your own talks, there'll be people there to support you. You can have mods come in, they can ping people, grow your room. That way you don't have to sit there by yourself and slowly try and grow your room on your own. Which leads us to the last thing, which is boundaries. And you definitely want to set those when you're on any social media, especially social audio, because as you're passing passively listening, the hours can go by. So find what works for you. If it's every day, cool. If it's, once or twice a week, awesome. But just figure out a consistent schedule that works for you. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this first Clubhouse video. We're going to do a 3-part series, so stay tuned for videos 2 and 3. If you guys have any questions about Clubhouse, drop them in the comments below because we're going to be answering all of those. But we'll see you guys until next time. Bye.